Hi, welcome back. I've been working on my album that I'd started yesterday in my last video. I've gotten one full page done, and I like the way it's going. I'm kind of stepped away from the flip fold inserts with this first page, and I created a waterfall page with it. Let me see if I can widen out just a little, and then I'll bring it back in. Okay, for my waterfall page, I did use one of the Heartfelt Creations border dies that came out with their Black Friday release along with the albums. So I created this back of this page is actually a pocket, and then I created a waterfall using the paper. I did two larger sheets and then I did two shorter sheets, and each of the shorter sheets, say that 3 times fast, has a piece that this one has the tuck in the center, and then this one has a tuck on the left side. I do have to cover the backs because the images on the B side of the paper are upside down when you put the front edge down. And the clasp that I have here is actually a piece left over from a polymer clay project. And I put a brad through it and made it a swing fastener to hold the waterfall in place. I always like it when old projects can be used for the leftover pieces. And then here's the back side of the page, and here in this corner, this is one of the dies that comes with the Coffee Talk collection, and that is left loose on the inside to become a tuck spot, so the photo could just be slid in if you didn't want to hook it down, or it is flat enough that the picture could go down on this page. So I did put the magnet in over here. Very strong magnets. I like that. And I covered the magnet on the base page with one of the stacked coffee cup die cutouts. This side is very thick. It has a lot of pull-out, so there's actually a ribbon closure on this side to hold the page in place, because as you open it you can see that there are several pages here. So here I just have one of the coffee cups cut out, a die cut that I colored with colored pencil, and I put some bling in the center of the flowers, and that could also be a tuck spot. This side of the ribbon is up too, so it would hold the picture in pretty stably. Or the picture could be put on top, because this is also flat. And next to this, I just have a flat page, and at the bottom of the page, I just cut these coffee cup shapes. I thought that was cute. And then next to that, I made another pocket page. This is just one of the borders from the collection. And then this pocket, I actually added those hinge channels to the sides, so this pocket would hold a pretty wide tag too, or photos. And then I covered the main tag page that is fastened to the album page with one of the cutouts. I put ribbon along the score line that was in this piece because I used it as a full piece instead of 2 sections. I cut the half circle out for the thumb pull for the tab, for this tag that I showed yesterday. And I also left this up on the front, so it is also a pocket that would hold another tag. And this tag that I did show yesterday, the flowers at the bottom are also up so that they can be a tuck spot too to hold a small tag. And this page is not done yet. Just let me get my tag back in there. When I put this all back together, I love that sound, and open it up the other way, you can see that there is another spread for photos, and then there are two smaller spreads also that could hold photos or journaling. So that's what I've gotten done so far since yesterday. Now I do have the papers down. This is just a tan. It kind of looks like the Kraft. It's just a little different color, but I did base everything with a solid cardstock. This one I think I'm going to use the way it is. I just have to put this one together. I did cut down what I showed yesterday because it's just a little too much for one album to use all of those flip folds, although I may use a couple of the pocket pieces too. Over here I have this pull-out piece that I'm actually thinking about cutting this section off and just using the base pieces, because this is actually very big in itself and there's a lot of sections with it, and so I thought I could use some of it and save some of it for another project. And that's about as far as I've gotten. I will continue. I hope that you enjoyed kind of peeking into, well, getting a status update on my album. And I've started thinking about my cover. I did put some pages aside for the cover. And I have a lot more area to put paper on in this album. So I hope that I get this done shortly, and thank you for sticking with me. I hope you have a very healthy, happy day. Thank you for joining me. Bye.